Hello girls, tonight I want to talk with you about W.Faulkner and his story Evening Sunset. It was my first meeting with this author. I have never heard about him before, and I have read his biography and an interview with him. The interview was in Russian because I haven't found it in English, and I can say that he was a very interesting person with a very specific sense of humor. Some of his views of life are relative to me. He was such a person that he was never cared about what was thinking other people about him. He never read critics about himself. He said that a real writer consists of 99% of talent, 99% of working, and 99% of discipline. And he compared himself only with himself in early ages, and it was really important to him to know that his work satisfied him, and if it wasn't so, he can he could return to his work and done it from start till the end. And also he said that a real writer can sacrifice in his life all things: honor, pride, decency, and interviewer asked him, "And what about your readers?" And he said that he has no undertaking before his readers, and he not thinking about them, and if they don't understand his stories, they must to read them 1, 2, 3, and if they don't understand it on third time, they must to read it for fourth time, as Lavena said. And one interesting thing, he said that he had never felt inspired. He always working, hard working. He always was working. Sorry for my grammar. And what do I wanted to say? Interesting fact about his biography. Before he became a writer, he worked in different places. He was a sailor on a small ship, cutter. Then he could to красить. I have forgot even краски. And him, what he was done else. So he thought that no, he could work only 2 or 3 days, and on his earned money he was living a month. So he wasn't need a lot of money. He said that he was needed only a roof on his head, above his head, some food, whiskey and cigarettes, tobacco. And he was really sad about that people that had to work 8 hours a day, and he said that no one eat, drink, or make love 9 hours a day. People can only work 8 hours a day, and so because of that they are so sad and unhappy. And I agree with him.